and A.J. Clayton on the putback.
Ohio University commit as of Sunday.
What a big weekend, man, in Central
Surprising
Ohio.
commit for a lot of people tracking his recruitment, but for him, that was what he wanted. He loves Coach Jeff Bowles, Coach Lamar Thornton. I talked to his dad before the event. They said that the OU staff was constantly, anytime he had a question, anytime he had a text or call, they were answering, and that really stood out for him. He's been
Clayton
playing,
with a good save.
been playing in their youth camps and things since he was in 6th, 7th grade, so there's a familiarity there with OU.
To have a relationship, man, I mean, that's all you can really ask for. And an easy dunk by Clayton there. Ohio University commit A.J. Clayton. Jones on target, but misses. Justin Perry on the rebound. Kick over to Dan Wagner. Misses the triple. Jones playing both ends of the court. Offense, defense, over to Perry, and knocked out of bounds.
All right, we're live on YouTube now.
We are here at Elevate Basketball Academy here in Dublin, Ohio. Again, for the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. Again, these are some of the top juniors to be in Central Ohio and throughout the entire state of Ohio. And there's one right there, A.J. Clayton with the dunk. Big man running the floor. Sean Jones on the push. Over to Wagner. Misses the triple. Javon Simmons on the rebound. And Justin Perry for three. 1 point needed for the white team to collect the victory here in our opening round game. Julian Heckman misses the three. Javon Simmons with the rebound over to Sean Jones. Sean Jones on the drive, misses the left hand.
Next bucket for White will win the game here. Target score being 32. They got 31, leading 31-22. It's been a competitive game so far. I mean, both these teams are loaded with talent. Not a bad player on the floor anywhere you go. So.
No, not at all. Dan Wagner up top. Keelan Williams over to Sean Jones, and a great pass down to Javon Simmons. Great position, misses the easy two-footer there. Knocked out of bounds. White team will check up top. Sean Jones misses the pull-up three. Julian Heckman on the rebound. Over to Josh Whiteside. Tough physical move down low for Whiteside. Dan Wagner, great move with the left, the Euro step with the left hand for the finish as the white team collects the victory over team two. And again, at team one, Sean Jones, Dan Wagner, Keelan Williams, Justin Perry, and Javon Simmons. And team two, Julian Heckman, Jerry Saunders Jr., Cooper Davis, Josh Whiteside, and A.J. Clayton. We are off our second game. Team 3 versus Team 4. Defense there. And for Team 3, Doogie James, J.J. Simmons, Dre Carter, Troy Scouten, and Brandon McLaughlin. And for Team 4, A.J. Sheldon, Rob Dorsey, Jared Fry, C.C. Ezram, and Amani Lyles. A lot of guys, man, who just burst on the scene last year on this on the floor right now.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a handful of these guys I knew as freshmen, but the majority of these guys is There's a hustle play by Troy Scott. Let's talk about Troy Scott.
Please, I wanted you to do
In
this.
a matter of 8 months, he suffered a fractured skull in his second game of the season in December. And the fact that he not only made a recovery but is already back playing.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. It's unbelievable. I'm extremely happy for the kid. There's Rob Dorsey. That's one thing I asked the kids to do in the pregame. Defend 94 feet. If you're a smaller guard, show that you can defend the length of the floor, and I like to see him accepting the challenge and showing that he can defend.
Troy Scouting down low. Gets the basket. This young man, number 11, CC Ezra, man, I'm so intrigued with. Got a chance to see him play last year, covering the game with you, and just athletically, it's amazing.
He looks like an athlete.
Yes.
He's one of the few guys in the state you'll find with his length and athleticism.
Troy Scouting again with the basket, showing his early wares here.
Great pass from Doogie James inside. He's was a standout. We had an injury for one of the players that was here. Doogie was incredible this weekend. He got the invite. He was here at 4:45. Event didn't start till 6. He was here at 4:45 warming up, getting ready for this moment. So that's a true gym rat, a kid that wants to compete and is going to continue to get better. So
long triple there from Jared Fry.
Monty Lyles stepping out, burying the three. That's a big dude.
It is.
Step out and hit. If he can step out and shoot threes like that, his recruitment's going to go through the roof. And the best thing about him, he's got a 4.0 GPA.
Student athlete. That's what you always love to hear. Doogie James on the rebound and the push. So tough. Great defense. One of the best shooters in the area,
Absolutely.
AJ. Showing his defense there.
You know anything about his sister, she could play too.
Absolutely. JC Sheldon, man.
Rising sophomore guard at Ohio State women's basketball. Basketball runs in that family. The dad, Dwayne Sheldon, used to be the head coach at Baldwin Wallace, now the athletic director at Dublin Kaufman.
Troy Scouting very active here in the first game. Good push.
Grab and go ability there for Scouting at 6'8". To be able to do that, he's an exceptional athlete. And again, anytime I can see him play basketball, it's just a miracle.
He's playing it well today. Amani Lyles on the putback.
One of the highest upside prospects in this class. He's grown since last year. He was about 6'6" last year. He's a legit 6'8" now.
Also very athletic, runs the floor good. Good example of it there.
Love the battle here between the point guards, Doogie James and Rob Dorsey. They are competing.
Great finish with the left hand, Monty Lyles.
With a great finish. If you're in a Division I school, that's a D1 big man right there.
I'm sorry, that's J.J. Simmons, his teammate.
His high school teammate at Beechcroft. Younger brother of Indiana Southern junior guard Jelani Simmons, who transferred in from Youngstown State. And there's Jared Frey from the volleyball line.
Wow.
That's in the gym range right there. I mean, the moment he walks in the gym, he's in range, and he buries a deep one.
Rob Dorsey with the rebound, with the battle underneath for Simmons. AJ Shelton misses, and Drew Carter with the rebound and long push-up. J.J. Simmons underneath over to Doogie James, who misses the triple.
Good rebound by CC Ezra.
Doogie James over to J.J. Simmons. It's a clean look there. Bounces out. A.J. Sheldon over to Rob Dorsey on the wing. Misses everything on the triple. I'm intrigued with the young man, Drew Carter. Good length there.
That's a layup. That's
Wow.
a layup.
Look, every time we've done one of these, somebody has caught fire from deep. In the first game, it was Norris. I mean, the last time we did it, it was Nash Hosteller caught deep. Jared could be that guy today.
I think he can be. I gave him that number on purpose. That's an ode to Kobe right there. So he's one of the purest scorers in this class. He's a legit 6'5". He's added a lot to his athletic package. The shooting ability he presents you makes him really intriguing. I like the way he's stepping out and defending today too. A lot of size in this event. We have 11 guys 6'6" and taller. So
wow.
The reason I invited so many bigs, I wanted it to look like a Division I level game. Where your 3-man's going to be 6'5" and taller, where your 4-man's going to be 6'8". We don't have any 6'11", 7-footers, but when you got 2 6'8" guys in the front court, it makes it real intriguing.
And I mean, with today's basketball, 2020 basketball, like I like to call it, positionless basketball. You know, as long as you can do multiple things on the floor, you're going to have opportunity to play.
And we've hit the Elam inning here. Blue team leading 17-13. The target score will be 25 points. This is the Elam ending that was made famous at the basketball tournament, TBT. Blue needs to score 8. White needs to score 12.
CC Ezra battling underneath. Ball out of bounds. Up top to the blue. Amani Lyles, tough drive. Good basket. Amani Lyles, impressive.
He's been my breakout guy so far today. I think among 2022 prospects, he was one that I don't think a lot of coaches knew about. He wasn't contacted by any Division I schools on June 15th. I think that'll change tonight. That kid, I told him, keep working.
Again.
It's going to come, and there he is scoring again.
Amani Lyles off to a great start tonight.
What he can do. And then you add in the 4.0 GPA. I mean, he's a no-brainer.
Good matchup defensively. Lyles with the block up to Dorsey. Tough pass, out of bounds. White will get the ball. Dickie James bringing it up. Good matchup here with Dorsey. Tough move. Good move. Over to Scout.
Scouting, hustling, getting his rebound.
Dorsey on the push. You said this is a layup, right?
That's a layup every time. One more bucket for Blue, and they'll get the win. They lead 24-15.
Jared Fry. Three. I might have 4 triples today already in this game. What you got, a 3 or 4? I got him at 3. But not even hitting the rim on most of those.
He's the best shooter in Central Ohio, if not the state. I mean, a kid, he's going to be, when he comes to college, he's going to be arguably your best shooter, if not, your second best guy if you got another elite guy like him. And there's the win right there. A.J. Sheldon with the steal and score. Team 4 takes the victory, 26-15.
Good hustle there by Sheldon.
I'd like to thank the guys at Chatterbox Sports. They are our stream partner here for tonight.
Looks good.
Out of Cincinnati, they've done an excellent job. They have a big team. Guys doing a great job. We had a little bit of a hiccup with the YouTube not getting it to connect early on, but we are live, up and running. It's good to go. I want to thank everybody for being patient with us, too. These things are not easy to run. You can't just come out here with the cell phone and get this done. So I just want to thank everybody involved. It's not, it's not just me doing this. I think a lot of people get that confused. They think 270 is just me. I have a large staff, and I couldn't do it.
It's not just you?
It's not just me. No.
Oh, okay.
It's Jason Morrow. That's my co-owner. We founded this together. Jake Spiegel, Darkel Curry, Cameron Carter, Dominic Catine, Nathan Perkey.
Your whole crew is amazing, man.
Connor Hard, big team. Kate Torbert. We have a lot of guys that contribute to what we do. And then with these events, especially you, Dio, I mean, I couldn't do these broadcasts without you. You're the only partner I want to do these broadcasts with. So it's a total team effort. Total team effort. I couldn't do it without any of you guys. So it's a blessing that we can come together and make these things happen.
Team 3 versus Team 2. This is the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. From Elevate Basketball Academy in Dublin. And J.J. Simmons starts us off with a triple. Josh Whiteside, tough move underneath. J.J. Simmons was feeling good, thought he was going to take that there, but down low to Troy Scouten.
Cooper Davis burying the three. That's another elite.
He's a good-looking shooter, yes, for sure.
Tangi Liberty, rising junior, was at Reynoldsburg the last 2 years, moving on to Liberty this year. Both these teams went 0-1 in their first games, so this will be a chance for them to get on the winning side of things.
Drew Carter catches the ball on the wing, looking to make a move. Step back three, misses.
Julian Heckman with the great pass ahead. Josh Whiteside running the floor.
Josh Whiteside,
big Whiteside.
Yeah,
for that size, to be as athletic as he is, it's pretty special.
Troy Scouten taking every opportunity he can. He's very active again. Cooper Davis from three.
A lot like Jared Fry, you leave him open, it's a layup.
I was going to say, Cooper Davis might challenge you on that best shooter in the gym.
He's good enough. There's Dre Carter getting the rebound, put back, Westerville South. 6'7". I mean, he's grown about 3 inches since last year.
J.J. Simmons with the rebound and the push and the pull-up off the front rim. Whiteside with the rebound. He's showing he can handle the ball. A.J. Clayton, man, with authority.
Ohio University got a heist. To get him this early it doesn't happen very often. He's 6'9", and he's going to keep growing too.
Troy Scouten with the bucket,
he's a solid commitment too. I mean, he's going to play his basketball in Athens, Ohio. He's going to be instantly one of the more intriguing players in the MAC conference. Reminds me a little bit of a guy that used to have named Jason Carter. He's about 3 inches taller, so you add that skill set to that size.
A.J. Clayton, he's still going to receive some calls, man. Look, I mean, when you see him after the night, he's so intrigued. But, hey, great staff down at OU. Got my guy Ben Roderick down there last year from Tangi Liberty, and they building some things down there.
Sam Towns from Pick Central,
absolutely,
too.
Yes. I don't want to forget Sam Towns, yes.
No, they just had Jordan Dardis from Newark High School, and, Coach Jeff Bowles, Lamar Thornton, they're both guys that spend a lot of time in Columbus, so they're familiar with not only 270 Hoops, but the players here. And they come to me for a lot. They ask who are the guys we need to know. And when I send them names, they take action. It's not just they really take action. So
Dougie James with a tough basket there. And it's good that they do trust you. I mean, because you get to see these guys more than most. I mean, how many gyms did you hit last year,
We saw 106 different teams in Central Ohio. So myself, I went to, I think, 105 games last year. So I've seen these guys, and, you really get to know them, too, because you run these events and you interact with these kids, face-to-face. So you get to know the type of kids they are, and, with the events we do, we get academic info, too. So we know what type of students they are, where they might fit in college, and all those things matter when you got college coaches watching. I try to run these high-quality events with accurate roster info where you know who every guy is.
Dougie James.
Dougie James.
Great move. Go ahead.
He may be the smallest guy in the gym, but he's the toughest.
I'll go on the court with him anytime. Jerry Saunders, tough move. On the miss. J.J. Simmons with the rebound. Over to Dougie James, feeling real good about his game right now. And finishes it with the triple.
That's what happens when you get here an hour and 15 minutes early to form shoot. You know, he started right in front of the rim. Started short, expanded wide, and you know, he's shooting the ball at a high level. That was the one part of his game he had to improve, and he's clearly taking steps to do that.
Jerry Saunders Jr. misses the triple. Drake Carter with the push-up. Troy Scouten with the triple.
There it is.
He's been good all evening. Started off early, got his sweat going, got his rhythm going, and now he's playing some great ball.
Good look from J.J. Simmons. No dice.
The vision was there. He's seen it.
That comes from years of playing against his older brother, Jelani, and you know, that 2018 Beechcroft group, those guys were damn good.
And, I mean, just the whole family. I mean, they love the game, basketball, football. And when you got brothers and, you know, dad's a coach and, you know what I mean, it's a...
Dad Humphrey's coaching football there now, too.
Absolutely.
So wouldn't be surprised to see JJ on the gridiron this year. Played last year. So with dad coaching, it's almost a given. There's Drake Carter hitting a three. That's what he can provide at his size. 6'7" again. Looks like he's going to keep growing, too.
Yeah, unbelievable length. And comfortable with the ball in his hand. Good give and go. Good defense.
Clayton. Cleaning it up. Cooper Davis. No good. There's Clayton. Just making things happen, too. Like, he's a top 5 kid here, but he plays a complete game. 30. Target score is 30.
Elam ending is in effect. Target score 30. Dougie James misses the triple. A.J. Clayton on a run out. Over the wide side, back to Clayton.
Dougie James getting back into play, making a steal happen.
Didn't stop playing. Great pass. J.J. Simmons over to Brandon McLaughlin.
White leading 24-17. The target score is 30. Blue's going to have to outscore them 13-5 here. There's no clock, so you know if you're trailing, you still have a chance. You just have to value each possession and take good shots.
Whiteside with a good idea. Pass knocked away.
Troy Scouten again making things happen.
So active.
26-17, White leads. Target score is 30 here in the Elam Indy. Defensively, Dre Carter's been all over the place. He just had a deflection on the last play, leading to a layup in transition. He gets the block there.
Troy Scouten on the rebound over to Dougie James. Drake Carter misses the three. A.J. Clayton coming down, finishes at the rim. J.J. Saunders with the good assist. Yeah, A.J. Clayton with the finish.
It's just different. Yeah, I mean, I still believe this. When I saw him this past year, at his age, the things he was doing reminded me of how I felt when Seth Towns, Nick Ward were both sophomores. I think he's got that upside. So again, for Ohio University to get him, it just speaks to the job that Jeff Bowles and Lamar Thornton have done recruiting there. Because that's a high major prospect they're getting. Great hustle from Brandon McLaughlin.
And when you look at A.J. Clayton, like the early videos I've seen of him, he was Saunders from deep. He was very thin, but he looks physically imposing now as well.
And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game, 26-24. White leads. Target scores 30. That's why we do the Elam ending. You can't just rely on the clock to tick down to win. You got to compete.
Brand new ball game here.
And for Blue, if they come down and get 2 threes, they win. So it makes you think a little bit. You got to play a different game. And they're going to the big man Clayton. There it is again, tie ball game at 26. For him being from Philo, they play in the Muskingum Valley Conference. That's in Eastern Ohio. Not many people get out there. This is a big-time opportunity for him to be on the bright stage, more than 100 colleges watching. I think they're seeing the big-time potential. And I was telling people in January, that's a high major kid. He's showing it tonight. Good block from Troy Scouten. Tie game at 26. First one to 30 wins. It's going to take 2 possessions no matter what.
J.J. Simmons misses the triple. And now Blue is going to have an opportunity to take the lead. Wow.
Yes. If they get a bucket in the stop, they can win the game. I mean, this is why the Elam inning is so great. You know, it forces that momentum to ride out and carry through, and you got to make plays. You got to play basketball to get the job done in this format. And that's why I think, you know, for high school basketball in Ohio, you know, people want a shot clock. Yep. I think this is the best alternative if you can't get a shot clock, because there's no clock, so you have to play basketball. And if you're trailing, you get a chance.
With a good move.
And these guys, you know, they're on like an 11-2 run right now. They're 1 basket away. And White has really struggled to find offense. There's Doogie James breaking inside. So
back to the target.
Wins. Next bucket wins here. See how White gets out and defends with their backs against the wall.
And if you're Blue, you're going to Clayton. Why not?
Jerry Saunders, Josh Whiteside with a grown man rebound. He misses the putback.
Saunders was a rebound.
They can't get a bucket. And there it is. Cooper Davis finishes the layup. Team 2 gets the victory, 30-28.
Wow.
Here at the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. We do want to thank again Chatterbox Sports and all the college coaches watching. We really appreciate it. You guys are taking the time to give these kids in Central Ohio this opportunity. So I want to thank you all. And give me 1 second, deal.
Yes, we just appreciate everyone that's tuning in, all of the coaches. And even if you're not a coach, if you're just enjoying some good high school basketball, this is the place to be. Another tremendous event put on by Zach Fleer and the 270 Hoops crew. So, again, my name is Derek Owens. I'm with the Central Ohio High School Showcase. I just appreciate my guy, Zach Fleer, letting me ride shotgun with him on these events, man. This is it's an awesome experience.
You're the driver on the broadcast. You are the driver.
I appreciate that.
CC Ezram starting the game with the mid-range jumper. A.J. Sheldon getting a steal.
Good pass.
Amani Lyles, who runs the floor, gets the easy bucket.
Good pass over to Lyles.
Here's Rob Dorsey getting a chance to go up against Sean Jones. He gets
good
the block
defense.
There. Rob can D up. He's going to play football this year, too.
I see a little bit added to that chest up there.
He's going to play some slot for Northland. They got a great new coach, Ryan Sayers. Got a chance to get to know him. Cap City Preps did a great interview with him and all the other coaches in the City League. But with what he's doing at Northland, I think they got a chance to be really good in football, and he'll be a guy to keep an eye on the gridiron this year.
All around good athlete.
And another great student, too.
Absolutely. Yes. CC Ezram with the foul by Jones there. Rob Dorsey on the tough drive misses, and the Amani Lyles knocks it out of bounds. White will take over. In this game, Team 1 versus Team 4. That's Team 1, Sean Jones from Gahanna, Dan Wagner from Afrocentric High School, Keelan Williams from Heath, Justin Perry from New Albany, and Javon Simmons from Gahanna. And Team number 4, A.J. Sheldon from Dublin Kaufman, Rob Dorsey from Northland, Jared Fry from Hilliard-Davidson, C.C. Ezram from Dublin Jerome, and Amani Lyles from Beechcroft. Amani Lyles, who was outstanding in his first game. A.J. Sheldon, he reads those passing lanes so well. His anticipation defensively is outstanding.
He's contributed for all 6 points. He's got 4 of them, and he's got an assist. 2 steals already. His team's up 6-0 so far. His sister, JC, was the same exact way.
Yeah,
watch her.
And she does that at the college level as well.
Big-time rebound from C.C. Ezram. That's a player, C.C. He's not ever going to be your top scorer, but he's so impactful. Deep Jared Frey 3.
Man. Confidence to let that go. No conscious at all. Keelan Williams in and out. It's a tough matchup, Javon Simmons and Monty Lyles.
Yeah, there's two big bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's 11 dudes, 6'5", 6'6", and taller in this event. The boys are going at it. That's what we like to see. We want to see physicality and toughness.
Justin Perry. This is a triple. This is a young man, Justin Perry. We had a chance to broadcast one of the New Albany's games. And Keelan Williams with a good block there. But yeah, when we first seen him, I was like, I like him, man.
Yes.
You know, you can just tell something about his game. Nice size, about 6'6", 6'7". CC Ezra misses the layup. Sean Jones out on the break. Over to Justin Perry. We're going to hold the ball here.
Got to call it. Call your fouls. Yeah, for Perry, this is a good opportunity. I mean, he's going up against some big guys, some athletes.
Javon Simmons showing the outside range.
That's something Javen's been working on big time. Physically, he's as advanced as they come in this class, and he's going to play hard. He's got
so
major
athletic
edge to his game.
Yes.
He's one of those kids that just always plays pissed off, and you love to see that, especially nowadays. A lot of kids want to be friendly on the court. He's not that.
That's another guy that can fill it up from the outside, A.J. Sheldon. He knocks a triple in there.
And this team four, you know, they got two of the best shooters in the event between Jared Frey and A.J. Sheldon. I wanted to see if those two can get hot.
Javen Simmons again. Unstoppable down on the block. Jared Frey with a tough drive, misses. Amani Lyles on the putback.
His activity level has been really impressive today.
Dan Wagner handling up top. Sheldon providing some tough defense. Dan Wagner finishes that sequence with a triple. Good ball movement between him and Jones. Rob Dorsey, they call a foul. Maybe a little bit out of control there. Jared Frey will check in up top. Over to Monty Lyles. The triple showing everything this evening.
He should get an offer tonight. Somebody. I mean, to be 6'8", 6'9", to move the way he does, he's showing that he can shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Sean Jones, man. And he makes it look so easy. No emotion, demeanor.
He
always
looks like one of those
same.
guys that was born to play basketball. I mean, great rebound from Justin Perry.
Dan Wagner on the push. Good pass over to Perry and Javen Simmons. He misses the dunk, but that was some good ball movement there. Jared Frey up on the push. CC Ezra. Okay, with a nice touch, mid-range. I like it.
His size, again, I mean, 6'7", runs like a gazelle. He can hit that little mid-range jumper, get some blocks, some steals. He's really impactful. Sean Jones fouled, going to the basket.
So difficult to stay in front of. It's almost impossible.
There's not many guys in the world that can stay in front of him.
Dan Wagner thought about it, took it. Maybe should have let that run a little bit longer. A little rotation there.
Getting close to the Elam ending. Blue leading 16-11 here.
Amani Lyles over to Jared Frey out of bounds.
Looked like he was going to go down the lane and try and punch that
Wow.
for a second.
How active A.J. Sheldon has been, man. This is really helping his team. I mean, like you say, he accounted for all the points early and now just getting second chance opportunities. That's the kind of guy you really like on the team.
Absolutely. I think the coaches at Dublin Coffman are very excited. You know, they've pumped out quality guards year after year. he's the next one for them. And, you know, those coaches there are very excited about him. Another big rebound by Ezram.
As we
24.
24 is going to be the target score for the Elam ending.
Blue leading 16-11 here.
Team 1 finds itself down. A couple of points here. Jared Frey from deep. And that was on target as well.
And for him, that's never really a bad shot because he can make it.
Good pass from Jones. Keelan Williams misses the layup.
Monty Lyles just getting it done. It's a good look. Gets the offensive rebound. He was open in the open floor, didn't get the ball, but you know, this blue team, when I was putting these rosters together, invited Jared. He's like, hey, put me on Sean's team. I said, you're too good. You can be on your own team. Like, you're good enough. You don't have to be on anybody else's team. You can be the guy.
Absolutely. And he's showing that right there. Tough move. That was right on cue, man.
I think this is a better opportunity for him because, you know, he can be the number one guy. You know, if he was playing with Sean, he doesn't play with Sean in AAU, but this gives him a chance to show off his full game.
Sean Jones, absolutely spectacular.
Might as well finish 3 for that.
Right, that would have been an and one for sure. Amani Lyles misses the tough putback there. Justin Perry misses on the wing on the fast break. Jones with the rebound over to Dan Wagner. Keelan Williams on the finish. Great ball movement by the white team.
White trailing, first one to 24 gets the win here.
A lot of pride on this white team. I don't think they want to go down that easy.
No, they're not. Tough shot.
A.J. Sheldon, man. Goodness gracious.
2 possessions will win it for blue. But when you got Sean Jones on your team, you're never out of it.
Jared Frey.
Frey.
Great pass. Tough challenge there from Jones with CC
Not only
Ezram
is Frey an
today.
elite shooter, but he can really pass the ball. He's got a complete game. That's a kid. He's got one offer from Ohio University. I think that will expand after tonight, you know, the next few months as a kid that can really play. Good tip out from Keelan Williams right into the hands of Rob Dorsey. Blue needs one more bucket. They'll get the win here. If they get this win, they'll be the only 2-0 team in the event. It's been highly competitive so far. These teams are very balanced. Anyone's ball game in any of these matchups.
Jared Frey misses that one. He caught a layup earlier. And it was right on target again. Everything he shoots is on target. Great shooter. Great form. Amani Lyles on the perimeter. Rob Dorsey with a good fake. A.J. Sheldon just challenges everything. Rebounds. Defensively, he's in the passing lanes.
Kick ball, white ball. Sometimes you got to hop out of the broadcast to go be the referee real quick.
Yeah, why not?
I know those 16-year-olds wanted to take that ball down the floor.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was going to be a highlight finish right there. He was getting the dunk ready in his mind. Javen Simmons with the rebound. Dan Wagner with the triple.
You need a 6-0 run here. You can't give up another bucket.
CC Ezram with the miss, and A.J. Sheldon just continues to impress, man. He's all over
Rob Dorsey buries the 3.
court.
Team 4 gets the win, 28-15. And they improve 2-0 in this event. Team 1 falls to 1-1. In the next matchup, we have Team 1 versus Team 3. Team 3 is 0-2, looking to get that first win on the day. You know, see if they can do it. You know, they have a very talented group. Team 1 versus 3, 1 versus 3. 1 versus 3. 1 versus 3.
Team 1 versus Team 3. Again, we'll go through them again. Team 1, Sean Jones, Dan Wagner, Keelan Williams, Justin Perry, Javen Simmons. Team 3, Doogie James, J.J. Simmons, Dre Carter, Troy Scouten, and Brandon McLaughlin. Team 1 will be in the white. Team 3 in the blue. Drake Carter looking good, man. He's looking good out there. Very long athlete, perimeter player. Sean Jones going with the back down there.
Got the smaller Doogie James on him. It's a high-quality shot there for him.
Dan Wagner with the good pass over to Justin Perry. Great challenge there from Drake Carter, but White gets the basket. Troy Scouten misses close in. Drake Carter there with the tie-up with Javen Simmons. White ball. Sean Jones and Dan Wagner there with a little communication. Troy Scouten playing defense. Comes up on the weak side with the steal. And the transition basket, runs the floor all the way. No need to look for a guard. He said, I can handle it myself. And he didn't. Troy Scouten has played absolutely fantastic this season. Dan Wagner with the turnover there. Good defense from J.J. Simmons. Drake Carter misses the triple there. Doogie James with the rebound. And the finish,
mid-range game is money. That's one thing he works hard at, and he's just a guy that gets things done. It's a tough finish, Sean Jones.
He can finish over the bigs.
His body control is impressive.
The agility.
The way he defends, too, he does not make it easy. Reminds me of a guy, Tyler Ulis played in Kentucky just a few years back. Got the same size, but just gets things done in that way. And
Dan Wagner with the good basket there.
I think he can play anywhere he wants.
There's always, you're going to have detractors. And I was in the barbershop yesterday, getting cleaned up for the event. And the guy was asking me about Sean. And I was just like, look, man, any gym in America, I'm taking this young man in. And if you beat me, that's fine. We'll shake hands. We'll dap up afterwards and say good game. But I will feel comfortable. And I think any coach in America should, giving that young man the keys to the car.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's going to make the right play every time.
He plays both sides of the offense and defense.
Both sides. He's tough. He's smart. I mean, you just can't miss with that. I mean, it's a guy that's going to come in. He's going to work hard. He's going to be the hardest worker on the team. I don't see what else he has to prove to a lot of schools that are telling him to be patient. I don't know what else he's got to show to them,
Doogie James, he's been playing well last couple games. And Sean Jones right back at him, gets the basket.
Get back, White.
And Doogie James accepting the challenge.
Yes, and with St. Charles, losing Jared Frey this year, he's going to be expected to score a little more. I think he's definitely capable of it. But he's just such a good passer, too. He just makes things happen for everybody. I could see him and a guy like Josh Whiteside really stepping up this year. Dan
Wagner with the basket.
12-10, Blue leading over White here. 5:40 to go. Troy Scouten hitting a three.
He's been awesome today. Yes.
played really well. He's just been so active today.
I love this matchup right here. Sean Jones, Dougie James. But it's just too much Jones, man. Sean Jones.
Now, if his team could get a stop, he might have a shot here. They're not really hustling on defense.
Javen Simmons with the tough rebound. Up to Jones. Good defense from McLaughlin running the floor. And Dougie James with a great pass. Great pass over to Troy Scouten. White team's going to have to definitely make some stops if they don't want to lose their second game in a row. Javen Simmons thought about the three-pointer, back over to Jones. Sean Jones, just the ball on the string, misses the tough left-hand layup there.
And he's gone to his opposite hand a lot tonight. You know, he is right-handed, but you wouldn't be able to know by the way he plays.
Drake Carter with a deep triple misses. Dan Wagner, Sean Jones' running mate for this evening. Also very explosive in his own right. Great move there. Over to Keelan Williams, back over to Dan Wagner. Justin Perry just outside, throw it out of bounds. Good thought there. Again, big shout out to Chatterbox for the stream this evening. Troy Scouten down low. He's been tough, man.
Strong finish.
He's really been almost unstoppable down there. Keelan Williams with a nice run out.
Real close to Elam ending. White trailing 19-14. Dougie James done a great job setting the table, and you've seen guys like Troy Scouten really finish. And there he is again, getting open.
Zach, man, this guy's playing basketball right now. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. He's running the floor. He's hitting open shots. I'm super impressed. And again, when you think of his backstory, how can you not be even more impressed?
Yeah, it's just he's the hardest playing guy on the floor.
On,
and he was in the hospital. He was in the the IC unit in January.
Unbelievable.
The fact that he has recovered from that fractured skull to get to where he is. When that injury happened, a lot of people were worried that he may not be able to play basketball again, live a normal life.
I mean, that was the talk.
He's better now than he was before. It's honestly unreal. 31. Target score here set at 31. Blue team leading 23-14. White looking like they're going to get their second straight loss if they can't get some stops here. Blue team's just so big. You got a 6'7" Drake Carter and then two 6'8" bigs in Scouten and McLaughlin. Size-wise, this is what a college team's going to look like. Yes. And there's McLaughlin burying the three.
Showing his range.
And the Elam inning, if you could start off with the three, that makes everything so much easier. Puts a lot of pressure on your opponent.
And now McLaughlin showing his defensive abilities up top. Guarding the guard. Sean Jones on the push over to Dan Wagner. Back to Sean Jones. Good matchup here with Dougie James.
Dougie has accepted the challenge tonight. I am extremely impressed with just his overall motor and toughness. That's a guy, he makes his teammates better. He can lead a team, and he can defend too. I mean, he's making it tough on Sean. Sean hasn't had a whole lot of easy stuff tonight. That's a credit to Duke.
Dougie James over to Drake Carter.
See if he can go 2 for 2. There it is.
Hey, McLaughlin. Impressive from the big man.
Next bucket wins for White. For Blue, for White, they have to go 17-1 run here. They can't even get one. There's no free throws. So they got to go 17-0. And they seem a little discombobulated right now.
Yeah, they do right now. And Blue team playing with so much confidence.
McLaughlin gets all 8 points in the Elam ending, 31-14. Team 3 gets the victory. That's
big time performance.
Big win for them. That's their first win on the night.
Brandon McLaughlin in that game. Now we're going to have Team 2 versus Team 4. Team 2, Julian Heckman from Reynoldsburg, Jerry Saunders from Pickerington North, Cooper Davis from Olentangy Liberty.
And I want to shout out the Chatterbox Sports. They got an event coming up this Friday night at Mason High School. It's the 2K20 Pickup Challenge. 7:15 tip-off, Chatterbox versus Headlines. Some big-time players from the Cincinnati and Dayton area. Chatterbox is located out of Cincinnati. They got some big-time players, so if you want to watch the basketball Friday night in Ohio, which there hasn't been a lot of stuff in Ohio, head down to Mason High School for the 2K20 Pickup Challenge presented by Chatterbox Sports and Headliners.
Rob Dorsey starting us off with the basket. Yeah, Cincinnati has some really good ball players, man.
I mean, in this 22 class, you know, it's loaded in Central Ohio. In the Cincinnati area, they got 6 high major guys already with high major offers in that class. So it's across the state, this class is special. I mean, it's got a chance to be a lot like 2018 was statewide with guys like Darius Baisley and Dane Goulden and Jerome Hunter. This class has a chance. And one that people forget about is Jackson Hayes, too. You know,
yes.
He was a sleeper at Moeller and into his senior year, grows to 6'11".
Heads down to Texas.
Big 12 freshman of the year and then a top 10 pick in the NBA draft.
Now hanging out with Zion.
I mean, they got 2 of the better young guys in the NBA between Baisley and Jackson Hayes. So want to see the next rising stars of Cincinnati get down to Mason High School Friday night. Just going back to this event, Monty Lyles was blocked there by A.J. Clayton, but the power of this event, and I'm already having D1 coaches text me about guys saying, hey, what do you think about him? What do you think about this guy? Is this guy a MAC player? Is this guy a Big Ten player?
Rob Dorsey, good tape.
Already happening this quickly, and you know, wouldn't be possible again without Chatterbox. In the prior events, Ohio Media School, you know, what these organizations can provide to give these kids this opportunity. You know, I get the players, I create the teams, but when it comes to the broadcasting, that's outside of my skill set. So I'm very thankful for all the guys that are helping put this on.
And it's, I mean, for Chatterbox, for the media school, it's great for them as well. They get to show what they do on a scale that is so large, 270 hoops, and it's giving back to the kids as well. So, I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. So, you know, everybody wins in this for sure.
Absolutely, and I try to create opportunities for everybody involved. You know, it's not just the kids. Obviously, that's the main focus. But you have, you know, guys that have worked for us. You know, Connor Harr is a kid. The 2018-19 season, he spent that year with us. Through his work, through his scouting reports, helped him get a college coaching job last year. Now he's at West Liberty University. In the last 10 years, West Liberty is the #1 winningest program in the country, regardless of level. He's got a chance, you know, through some of the work he's done with us, to be a coach in that program. Jake Spiegel is another one. Worked really hard the last 2.5 seasons. He's now got an opportunity, the 24/7 Sports Network with the Ohio State Rivals website. Nathan Perkey, Jason Morrow, both of them video guys with us, with Slam Magazine now, and filming for them as well. So platform's huge. It's not just the players, it's everybody else involved. And we're just really thankful that this platform has grown the way it has to be able to do what we're doing. There's a tough drive. Derek Frey. What do you think about his performance so far tonight with what you've seen?
He's been very impressive. I like the fact that he's putting the ball on the floor. That's what you want to see from anybody that they think is a jump shooter only, right? Can you put the ball on the floor? So he's been impressive. A.J. Shelton, my God. He's been impressive in that fact. I like the way he's taking a leadership role with his teammates, and he's played well. As a junior, I feel like he's going to continue to grow. If you put another couple inches on that frame, Rob Dorsey with a tough basket. But you put another couple inches on that frame, he's continued to develop with his handle. I mean, the sky's the limit for Jared.
He's got some good teammates, too. I've loved Rob Dorsey's just competitiveness today. These guys, this whole team's played really well, and they got pieces. You know, that front court between Lyles and Ezram, yeah, it's super athletic. And you just throw Jared in at the 3 spot, and then these 2 guards. Whole team's competing. They're getting deflections, they're getting steals, and they're getting opportunities in the open floor.
CC Ezram with the throwdown. The toss-up from Rob Dorsey.
I love Dorsey's toughness tonight. He's just leading these guys. He hasn't taken many shots, but he's making winning plays. He's getting things going for everybody.
CeCe Ezram there. He understood his limits. He wanted to take the jump shot, but he said, let me get in here. Let me get in here to the basket a little closer. But one thing I want to mention about Dorsey, he did start off a little bit cold. Shot wasn't falling, but he never stopped playing.
Yes.
He kept playing on the defensive side of the ball. He kept making plays for his teammates on the offensive side. And then you see last game, his shot comes through. He hits the game winner to send his team on.
Another tough shot. Jared Frey is just, we know his three-point shooting ability, but his scoring ability off the bounce has been really impressive tonight.
When you can put the ball on the floor, it opens everything up. Because they have to respect the jump shot no matter what. Cooper Davis, nice triple. And you just become so valuable when you can facilitate, when you can put the ball on the floor. A.J. Sheldon misses the triple. Monty Lyles. Over to Rob Dorsey. A.J. Clayton, he's been quiet. See if he can get going.
That was your moment.
That was it right there. I was ready. That was
your moment.
I was on it.
You were the center fielder calling off the right fielder there. That was your ball.
If it was bad, I was going to need new glasses. Josh Whiteside to get the ball down to Clayton.
See if Blue can get something going. It's been a drought for them.
Jerry Saunders misses the triple. A.J. Clayton down low. And even the layups are tough for the blue team right now. Jared Frey, get out of here. Such a pure release. They think it's going in every time. Amani Lyles with the putback.
19-10 lead here for White. This is team 4. They got a chance to improve to 3-0.
A.J. Clayton from 3. Coach Bowles, man, I know he's can't wait to get that kid on campus. Just another year, but he get him down there. And OU's, man, they can be playing in the tournament these next couple of years. Big time.
They're getting some big-time talent. I mean, when you look at Ben Roderick, that was a kid in high school I thought had high major ability.
Outstanding.
29.
29 will be the target score.
I thought Roderick had high major ability. Clayton definitely does. And to get them both in the MAC at the mid-major level, that gives you an advantage. I mean, there's a lot of great players in the MAC. But if you can get primetime talent like that in your program, especially straight out of high school and not in the transfer market,
right,
it shows that you're recruiting.
A.J. Sheldon has been on that wing all game, all evening long, just running the floor, getting out on the break, starting it with deflections defensively in the passing lane. He's been really good today.
As good as Jared's been, and Jared's been outstanding, as has Amani Lyles. That backcourt right there between Dorsey and Sheldon, those guys are just setting the tone with their motor, their intensity, and it's making things easy for them on the offensive end.
They listened to you at the beginning when you said winning all that matters. They were listening out there. Cooper Davis. It's a good stroke right there.
That was one thing I mentioned to those guys. I asked the question before every event. I get new 20 kids. I said, who was the leading scorer for the Charlotte Hornets last year? Nobody knows. They didn't win. That's why. You don't remember the teams that lose. You just don't.
I just want to shout out Coach Jermaine Henderson out at Kansas State. He just hit me and said he's watching. Great job. So
pride of East High School.
East High School, the Tigers, man. Now you're talking about a guy that would fill it up. Amani Lyles with the basket there and pull up from, as we call it, the volleyball range now. Jermaine Henderson, he was definitely one of the great players to come out of the City League, for sure. And his career, he went on and played in the MAC and had an outstanding career. And now he's an outstanding coach as well. So to all my City League folk out there, you can definitely do it. Jermaine Henderson is a great example of that. A.J. Sheldon, again, on the wing, running, easy baskets, easy layups. They're getting in transition. Money Lyles on a rebound. And again, look, they're out again. CC Ezra.
Almost went up top. And
Wow.
finished that one.
I thought that was going to be Morrow special there. They play within themselves so good. The white team does.
And after this game, we'll have a 5-minute break, and we will go into our 14th tournament single elimination. If White can hold on here, they'll be the #1 seed.
White team's been impressive. Dorsey misses. Amani Lyles with the rebound and the tough miss there. A.J. Clayton gets it, and he wants to push it himself. And why not? The big man, couple dribbles, couple strides, and finishes at the rim. The white team will take the ball up top. A.J. Shelton, he definitely has volleyball range, so you definitely want to get out on him. Rob Dorsey looking for the matchup here with Saunders.
It's anybody's game, 25-20. Blue looking to stage a comeback here. Strong finish from Jerry Saunders.
Monty Lyles with the basket. They called a foul first.
Eliminating, making them value those possessions and get good shots. It's what it does. When the clock's not running, it forces you to get a good look. And sometimes, teams can trip themselves out. There's Jerry Saunders to tie the game.
Triple.
Tied at 25. It's coming down to the wire.
Ice water three right there.
Tied at 25. This is why eliminating is the best way to end a basketball game if you don't have a shot clock. Even if you do, I still think it is. But
Jared Frey with the tough challenge over A.J. Clayton. Goodness gracious.
I believe his target score is 29, 27-25. White leads. Jerry Saunders has been killing it as of late. Deflected out of bounds. Blue will retain possession, trailing 27-25. They staged a great comeback here. If they can get this win, it'll make things interesting. You'll have two 2-1 teams and two 1-2 teams.
It just goes to show the level of talent that's in here in the gym right now.
Anyone can win these games. These teams are balanced. They have equal amount of size, equal amount of bigs, equal amount of guard play.
Jared Frey with the step back. This is Rob Dorsey out of bounds.
Next bucket for White wins the game, but Blue's not out of it. They need 2 possessions regardless, so they don't need a 3. You want to get the best shot here. You gotta. I talked to the kids before. You got to know possessions. You got to know what you need.
Cooper,
big shot, Cooper Davis. Stopping a bucket wins for White. Stopping a bucket.
It's so hard to play defense against guys like that because, he's far out. What do you do?
22, 23 feet away from the basket.
Jared Frey, man. Oh, my
gets the bucket, and Team 4 gets the victory. They improved to 3-0, and we go into our 4-team tournament. It'll be a 5-minute break here.
This is the 2022 270 Hoops Challenge, presented to you by Chatterbox. We'll be right back in 5.
Good.
Ooh, man. What's up, big man? How you doing? You all right?
2022 intro. Great opening round of games.
It was fantastic.
It was incredible. So these games are going to be highly competitive once again. These win or go home in this scenario. Team 4 went 3-0, and it's been a total team effort, but I think Jared Frey has really stood out.
Yeah, he has.
Among that group. And
they've all had special moments, but Jared has really taken over like the last 2 games, and you played 3. So, yeah, he's definitely been impressive.
Getting
Again,
their buckets. And then you just have guys like Rob Dorsey and A.J. Sheldon that are just making things happen. They don't have to score a lot, but they're very impactful, and they're making winning plays. And
because, sometimes what happens, man, is everybody wants to look for the basket. Who's scoring the points? I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, look, man, he's like, every time I see this, just talk about Sean for a minute, every time I see Sean, he's scoring a lot of points. I was like, yeah, but that's not what he does. When he plays the entire game, he's totally unselfish. He makes great plays, passing the ball, defensively picking up. So, again, what Sheldon and Dorsey are doing, I'm totally appreciative of, because that's how you win basketball games.
And that's how it's going to be in college. I mean, not many teams is the point guard the go-to scorer, especially at the college level. So, they're showing that they can impact a game outside of just getting buckets. They're defending 94 feet. Sheldon especially has been active off the ball, reading the passing lanes, making things happen in the open floor. So it's a great group. And Amani Lyles is another one on that team that has really stood out.
I have to mention Troy Scouten again, though, just because – when you think about, again, the backstory, him just being here with us is a miracle. But playing the way he's been playing today, inside, outside, running the floor, total effort, 100%, I love to see that from the young man.
It's honestly a blessing, a miracle for him to be playing the way he is, even just to be here. It's just God's good. I mean, to overcome what he did, it's crazy. I mean,
Dre Carter, another young man that's been very impressive today. When you look at his length, long arms, long legs, looks like he might even grow some more.
Yes. I mean, he was about 6'4 and a half, 6'5 last year. He's 6'7 now, legit. So,
Westerville South. Shout out to my guy Otis Winston, man, from Toronto, Ohio. Went to Ohio State, played basketball, was a great high jumper, just an all-around great athlete. But his son goes to Westerville South. They have some players there. I'm interested to see how they look in this.
1 versus 2.
I'm looking to see how Westerville South is going to look this upcoming year. They got a brand new gym. The gym's going to look amazing, right?
For the first time, they're going to be outside the Wildcat friendly confines of that gym. So I'm excited. I mean, they have a lot of talent coming back. I'm in that 2021 class. They have 2 guards, actually 3 guards I really like. Between Tabari Howard, Jaden Geis, and Pedrozo. So those have been guys that have played on the varsity level 2 years in a row. So they got some pieces coming back, and Ed Kalo is going to coach them up. And they're going to play hard and aggressive every single game. So new league for them too, with the OCC realigning. They're no longer going to play against Westerville Central, Westerville North 4 times a year. We'll see what that new opportunity presents them.
That's a nice physical matchup inside in this game 1. Game 2, Whiteside and Simmons, both of those guys, they're going to go at each other hard down in the paint.
It's kind of interesting, too, because when they were freshmen, Simmons was at Hartley, Whiteside was at Gahanna. Simmons then takes Whiteside's place at Gahanna as a sophomore, while Whiteside goes to St. Charles. So,
A.J. Clayton.
There. Great pass from Dan Wagner.
Javen Simmons, he missed the layup. He probably wishes he would have dunked that one.
Great D by Sean Jones, forcing the really tough shot.
Justin Perry on the push. And a nice floater from Justin Perry there. Intriguing size for Justin Perry, man. Has a great skill set. He can really shoot the ball. Not afraid to play in the paint.
Great pass from Whiteside to the opposite corner.
Cooper Davis, that was in and out. Keelan Williams gets caught down low. Dan Wagner drives, got it back to Williams. Williams misses inside. A.J. Clayton with the rebound over to Cooper Davis on the wing. Back to Jerry Saunders from deep.
That was a pretty looking shot.
It was.
I followed that one all the way up.
And shout out to Jerry Saunders Sr., his dad.
Yes.
Great player from the City League as well.
Nephew of Fred Saunders, former NBA
Absolutely.
veteran.
Absolutely.
I mean, basketball runs in their blood. Jerry's been great today.
Sean Jones gets the basket on the other end. And Jerry, another guard when you look at on the next level, a combo guard, good ball skills. He can play some point for you. Really, when I think of Jerry, I look at him as a, kind of a shooting guard, off guard. But he definitely can give you some minutes at that backup point guard position if you need that as well.
Yeah, that's a role he's used to as well with what Pick North has had in the backcourt over the last few years. Between in his class, Dior Connors and then Casey George, the rising senior, who's been really good this summer. Pick North's got a lot of backcourt talent. Another kid in this class that many people may not know about is Corey Hudson.
Yes.
That's another rising player that I think is going to have a chance to really contribute. So Panthers have some pieces. If Jack Sawyer wasn't J.J. Watt,
right,
he'd be on the basketball floor. And if he committed himself to basketball full time, that dude would be the best player in 2021, in my opinion. We're tied at 7 here. These teams matched up in the opening, actually. Team 1 won that game 32-24. Team 1 is in white. Blue coming back, with some momentum.
Team White, they look a little bit more energetic as we've started the playoff round. Sean Jones with the triple. That's good money right there, man. He's worked on his shot, and he's
rotation.
Confident in it now.
Physicality and toughness. These teams are competing.
They're going at it right now, yes.
Nothing easy. A.J. Clayton fouled off the ball.
Mm-hmm. Take that up top.
Take it up top here.
Jerry Saunders looks to make a move. Back to Whiteside, back to Saunders. Good, tough drive there. And Whiteside with the follow and the finish.
Really impressed with Whiteside the last few weekends on the AAU scene. His energy and activity level has been high. His motor's running. It's just a big physical body. He's really going at it and banging inside. That's a guy that very, very tough to stop.
Javen Simmons over to Sean Jones, who finds an open Justin Perry. Oh, look at that handle. Okay, I see you, Perry. Javen Simmons down in the box where he likes it.
Those are AAU teammates going at it, too.
And a great challenge from Whiteside. He didn't give up on it. He didn't give him the easy basket. Dan Wagner, he's been active defensively in this game. Afrocentric, they're going to be really good this year. We had Eli Burke in one of the challenges already. They're going to have Dan Wagner back. Pretty explosive backcourt there.
Sophomore, Dalen Swain.
Yes, I seen you talk about him the other day.
That's the kid with big upside.
Justin Perry, it's a mid-range game.
White leading 12-9 here. 4 minutes to go. We're getting a minute away from the Elam ending. It's been a low-scoring defensive game so far today.
Defense. Dan Wagner out there, yeah.
Pressure on the ball, making Cooper Davis uncomfortable there.
Quick hands. Sean Jones, the pull-up. Splendid.
It angers me how easy he makes the game of basketball look like. He's just super talented.
When you make the spectacular look easy, man, it's it's a different ball game you're playing there. Dan Wagner, impressive in this game, playing both sides, offense and defense, getting steals, deflections. Sean Jones for the turkey. He missed that one. 3 in a row he was looking for there. Jerry Saunders with the easy run out. You a bowler, man?
17-11, White leading here. This will be the last possession before the Elam ending. If White can get a bucket, make it exponentially tougher on Blue. With that deficit they're going to have to overcome.
Javen Simmons looking for a tough matchup with Whiteside. Out to Wagner. And we get to the Elam ending.
25.
And 25 will be the target score.
25 will be the target score here in the Elam ending. Blue trailing 17-11. There's Jerry Saunders hitting a 3. He's been the Marcus Keene of the Elam ending that we saw in the TBT.
He loves pressure moments. He loves that intensity. Sean Jones again.
Matches him.
The full arsenal on display right now. The jump shot.
That's a killer right there.
Man. Jerry Saunders tough with the drive, misses. Justin Perry on the push. That's an easy basket right there. The pull up from 8 feet. I'm taking Sean Jones in any gym in America.
Any gym.
Any gym in America.
I said that on the news in my interview today. Yeah, I mean it. I told Clay Hall that he played this year like a college senior, and he's like, you're not joking? I'm like, no, I'm not joking. I would take him on any court at any level.
Yes.
I really would. I mean, maybe the NBA is different, but any other college gym, give me that kid point guard position. Keelan Williams with the block on the ball.
White playing some tough defense right now.
There's no easy buckets out here. I mean, look at Sean Jones at the box out, open up the rebound for
Keelan Williams.
David Simmons was running the floor. Dan Wagner missed him. Steal by Julian Heckman.
And great play by Heckman to keep playing. Cooper Davis. Man, he's a good shooter.
Target score is 25. White leads 22-17.
Julian Heckman with some good defense there on Sean Jones. Sean Jones keeps the ball alive and pass out of bounds.
Target score again 25, 22-17. White leads. Blue's not out of it. This Elam inning, anything can happen. Got to get back on defense though.
Sean Jones handles up top over to Dan Wagner. Misses the game-winning 3 there. Julian Heckman gets the rebound over to Jerry Saunders Jr. And again, a great matchup here. Julian Heckman with the triple. Javen Simmons out to Sean Jones.
Justin Perry running the floor.
Finishes.
Next bucket wins for White. Blues got a little bit of deficit. They got to go on an 8-0 run here.
And look at the speed from Jones. You know, he was once a football player in the 8th grade and a couple years prior to that, but gave up the gridiron to concentrate on the hardwood. I've seen some videos of Sean playing football, cutting to the outside, puts on the burst up the sideline for a touchdown. He's a tremendous athlete, man. Tremendous.
His former teammate, Josh Whiteside, both in middle school, cleaning the possession up on the other end. Blues got some work to do. They got to go on a 6-0 run.
Blues not out of it.
No. That's 2 threes and 2 stops. Like it can be done in the Elam inning.
Javen Simmons and miss. AJ Clayton with the rebound. Push out the White. And again, we love the guard matchup here. Dorsey and Doogie James.
Rob Dorsey can defend the basketball.
Brandon McLaughlin starts us off. Great move.
McLaughlin's a player at Heath High School. Led the Bulldogs to an LCL championship. They went 25-0 before losing to Desmond Watson and DeSales in the district semifinals. As a sophomore, to do that's pretty impressive. Him and his high school teammate Keelan Williams, powered the drive there for those guys. And if there's a season this year, Heath will be another threat in that LCL and in Division II.
Tough Division II team.
Doogie James
playing the lanes. The two big men out here on the fast break, McLaughlin and Troy Scouten. Like how they handled that there. Didn't need a guard. Big man get it done.
4-0 lead for Blue.
Jared
Unbelievable,
Frey,
man.
come on.
That's crazy. I mean, he had a hand in his face, and he was 25 feet away from the hoop.
He's definitely half court range. He can get that done.
Sheldon
Jared
tries to match
Frey.
it there, misses. There he is, getting back on defense. I mean, he's been incredible today.
He has.
Arguably. Oh,
There,
my gosh.
that's one I want to see. Oh, man.
He's one of those shooters where it feels like it's going in every single time. Rob Dorsey making things happen off the ball, gets the steal.
Amani Lyles.
Amani Lyles bucket on the interior.
Will he be the best player in the City League this year?
My opinion, yes. I mean, the 2020 class was very deep, but with the transfers we had, Chance Gross and Trayvon Jackson both moving on to prep school, opens up a void for those young guys, and I think Amani Lyles has proven that he can be, that top guy in the City League.
Drake Carter with the miss. They get it back to him. Tough drop. Yeah. Miles and Ezra both are there, and that's a lot of length right there. I believe CC Ezra plays football too, and I'm just so excited. I want to see him on the gridiron just to see what his skill set is, what his abilities are. I mean, because you could play him anywhere, literally.
His brother Josiah Ezra plays at Western Kentucky, defensive end, I believe. But CC's just, yeah, like you said, he can go just about anywhere, position-wise, at that size.
Troy Scouten with another easy
on the
basket.
basketball floor, he's got a lot of potential.
Yes, he does, because he's still learning the game. And
Yeah,
when you
absolutely.
get a frame like that, and a coach loves a sponge that they can just mold into whatever they want to. So I mean, he's definitely that kind of player for sure.
Coach Richie Beard at Dublin Drum does a great job with that too. So he's going to get great coaching. If this is a sport he wants to play, like it's Troy Scouten again, hitting a three.
Zach, I've been super impressed, man. I really have, man. I've been
so
super
solid.
impressed with him.
So solid. He's so reliable. No effort's never going to be a concern for him. He's getting the job done.
Rob Dorsey with the good move inside, gets into the paint, gets the easy 10-foot jump shot. And look, colleges need players like Troy Scouten. Everybody's not a star, Everybody, AJ Sheldon.
Score.
Yeah, but you need guys like that you can, again, rely on. He can come in. If not a starter, he can come in, he can give you minutes, and you know exactly what you're going to get from him. And, coaches love that on the next level.
They want guys they can trust. Like, that's especially early on. If your coach can trust you, there's a chance you're going to play a lot. You earn that trust by just being reliable, doing your job, knowing that when they put you on the floor, you're not going to be a defensive liability. Scout's proven that today, and he's making some shots, too, which makes him even more intriguing at 6'8".
McLaughlin missing the triple. Drake Carter being active, getting a rebound. Out to Doogie James, who misses, and A.J. Shelton. Right idea, not the execution he wanted there. CZ Ezra battling underneath.
Brandon McLaughlin put
Tough
back.
shot, tough
And he was
shot.
fouled. If there's a ref in there, that's an and-one bucket. 11-9, Blue leading, 5:15 to go.
The length on the blue team is amazing. Drake Carter. Floater inside. Jared Frey. Come on.
You gotta be kidding me.
Are you serious?
You gotta be kidding me. I mean,
Got to guard him off the bus.
seriously. He goes to Hilliard Davidson now. The Wildcats made it to a district final back in 2019.
Good basketball there.
They lost a lot of guys to graduation this past season. With him in the fold, they're going to be competing. And they're in an OCC division that's loaded. Outside of Davidson, you got Hilliard Bradley, you got Olentangy Liberty, Dublin Kaufman, Upper Arlington, and Olentangy Orange. Tough league, and Frey's going to be one of the top guys in that league.
J.J. Simmons. Good defense from Jared Frey. Challenging that shot. A.J. Shelton with the rebound and the push. Tough shot there. Amani Lyles easy with the putback. This is the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. Some great basketball we've seen today. Jared Frey again with the pickup on the run out. Nice behind the back dribble over to CeCe Ezram, who finds A.J. Shelton, who misses the shot. And again, brought to you by Chatterbox, streaming service out of Cincinnati. Make sure you give them a follow on social media. Definitely find them on Twitter, Instagram.
They do a great job covering high school basketball in that area too. And it's more than just that too. They cover all types of sports. So it's up and coming, company. They've only been around for a year, which is hard to believe with everything they have already. So that's the thing. If you're in Cincinnati, these are the guys you want to be associated with.
Jared Frey was almost a half court and went for a pump fake, and you've got to respect it. Doogie James, tough defense there. Jared Frey back. Dre Carter.
25 will be the target score here.
25 the target. Jared Frey again from deep. Misses that. Troy Scouten with the rebound. Over to J.J. Simmons. They leave Simmons open with the three ball. It comes up a little short. CeCe Ezram running the floor. And back to Robert Dorsey. Dorsey to Ezram. Ezram back to Dorsey. Good basketball there. I love J.J. Simmons' game as well, man. Very heady. Hey, Doogie James with the triple, but
great genes in that family.
Yes.
His brother Jelani was a big-time player. J.J.'s a little different. Jelani's about 6'5". J.J.'s more of a smaller guard, but he's a tough competitor and really score, can make things happen for others. Led Beechcroft, him and Amani both led Beechcroft to a district title as sophomores.
Yeah. A.J. Shelton gets the basket on the other end.
If we have a season, I think they're the favorites in the City League. People are talking about Afrocentric in the South, but Beechcroft has done it already. It's been a long time since Afrocentric's played for a city title. Back in 2013, Beechcroft, they were champions in 2018. They came a game away last year.
I would be excited to see that city championship, Afrocentric versus Beechcroft.
Yes.
I'll be excited to see that.
That would
sure.
be good. They match up pretty well with personnel on both those teams.
Tough move from McLaughlin. Man, that was a good move.
Blue is now 3 points away. And, White, they went 3-0.
Good basketball. Jared Frey, just showing the versatility. He's done it all today. He's done it all. The jump shot we knew about. I'm impressed with the handle, putting the ball on the floor today, and he's just been making plays for not only himself but his teammates as well. He's really played outstanding. Dre Carter, man,
Next
wow.
bucket wins. Target score is 25. White's got to go on a 5-0 run. You're not out of it. That's 2 possessions.
Rob Dorsey, tough with the basketball. Amani Lyles.
There it is. That's a big shot. They get a stop and a 2. They win the game.
That's your big man there.
Stop in a bucket for
Soft
White
touch.
will win the game.
Who's going to step up defensively? Doogie James.
There it is.
No one.
Let
Game.
them know about it. 26-24. Team 3 gets the win. Team 4 is out of it after a 3-0 start. Jerseys in here, guys. Good job, fellas. Thank you, guys.
Great basketball we've seen today.
Good job, Derek. Good job, Lonnie.
All right, we've reached our championship game here at the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. Again, thank you to everyone that's tuning in. This is such a great opportunity for these young men, and this is some big-time talent right here from Central Ohio and beyond. A.J. Clayton from Philo is here as well, the newest commit to the Ohio University Bobcats. Again, OU putting together some great things down in Athens. Be on the lookout for them in the MAC as a team that's looking for some MAC championships and some definite tournament run for sure. Great matchup here. Team 1 versus Team 3. Doogie James, Sean Jones. Both of these teams absolutely loaded. Drake Carter gets us started 2-0. Drake Carter again, Westerville South. Such an intriguing looking athlete. Long arms. Handles the ball like a guard. Justin Perry off to a good start. The 3-ball.
I love the way these kids are competing, man. They're really getting after it on defense. There's Brandon McLaughlin making things happen. Troy Scouten. Energy. 4-3 lead for Blue over White.
Troy Scouten has been everywhere he needed to be this evening as he collects another rebound.
He's helped his stock a lot tonight. There's Drake Carter, 6'7". Brandon McLaughlin again getting the tip. David Simmons tips it out. Keelan Williams gets the rebound.
David Simmons, yes.
5-4 lead for White over Blue.
Doogie James with the tough drive. Good defense there. Blue will take the ball out up top. J.J. Simmons, great pass. Great pass to Drake Carter, I'm sorry.
6-5 lead Blue here over White.
Drake Carter, he's been very aggressive the last couple games.
So much size.
Yes.
And there's no easy buckets on the inside. A lot of guys missing them inside opportunities. It's different from high school. You're not going to face many teams, if at all, with 3 guys over 6'7". That's what Team Blue here, what they have. And White team's not much different. You got Keelan Williams and Justin Perry at the 3 and 4. Both those guys are about 6'6".
Justin Perry misses the 12-foot pull-up. Brandon McLaughlin. He's been doing work with that left hand.
8-5 lead here for Blue.
Dan Wagner. He's been solid from 3 today. He's been very impressive for sure.
That's what he can do on the offensive end. He can really score the ball. I like the way he's defended too. He's been tough on the ball. There's a big-time shot from Doogie James.
Great pass from Sean Jones. Javen Simmons running the floor. And Sean just makes it easy. If you do what you're supposed to do, he'll get you the ball in the position for you to put the ball in the basket.
Tied at 10 here, 6:50 to go. This is the championship here at the 270 Hoops.
Tough finish
Doesn't matter.
Inside.
He was hacked. He finishes through it. McLaughlin's fighting up for 3. Rebound, J.J. Simmons. Oh, almost.
Justin Perry with the rebound and the push. Euro, tough layup. Keelan Williams with the putback to tip in.
14-10 lead for White here over Blue. Sean Jones making it hard on Doogie James.
Over to J.J. Simmons. Great matchup with Dan Wagner. Troy Scouten looking for his teammate Brandon McLaughlin down low. Challenge teammate. Troy Scouten feeding him again. I feel like they got a matchup down there, trying to exploit it. Wagner and Jones on the break.
Good hands by J.J. Simmons.
Great defense, way to keep playing. Troy Scouten with the easy one on the other end.
6-point swing there.
Great defense. Justin Perry gets beat up in the paint. They'll take that up top.
I love it. There's no easy buckets. This is not open gym ball whatsoever.
Yeah, they've played the game the way it's supposed to be played all evening from the time we walked in. Sean Jones, foul, holds onto the ball, says, I'll walk it back, check it up top. Jason Simmons giving him some help. The big man with the triple.
Good box out by Scout, they retain possession. They trail by 2. Good pass from Dre Carter. Big time finish from Brandon McLaughlin.
Wow.
2 defenders. That's a kid who started to heat up here late.
Mm-hmm. And they've been looking for the big guy in the post. I always tell you, like, they never look for the big guy. Dan Wagner, 3 misses. Justin Perry. Mid-range game is really good.
16-14 lead. White over blue. Sean Jones giving Doogie James hell right now on the ball.
Sean Jones engaged.
Against Keelan Williams.
It's a good matchup there. Sean Jones on the break.
There it is.
And the flush from Jones. Justin Perry with the rebound. White is out and running. Dan Wagner.
Quick 6-0 run.
I was.
20-14, White leads. Still anybody's game, though.
Brandon McLaughlin gets called on the travel there.
20-14 lead. 3:50 to go. White leads.
Sean Jones on the drive, just misses.
Off Scouting's head, rolls out of bounds. 3:35 to go here. White leading 20-14. Blue, you need to stop in the bucket really bad. You don't want to be down more than about 4 or 5 points in the Elam ending. If you can get this deficit to 3 or even a tie ball game before the end of it.
Jason Simmons says he wants to do some work on the perimeter. Good vision, good pass over to Keelan Williams, who makes a tough layup.
22-14.
White extends his lead to 10. Is it 8? I'm sorry, 8.
Sean Jones is defending like crazy. There's a tough shot from Dre Carter. No good. If they can get another bucket, they go up 10.
Keelan Williams.
32, blue ball.
The Elam ending, the final score will be 32.
24-14, White leading. Blue's gone cold here last several possessions. They've struggled to find a bucket. White's played physical defense.
Dre Carter, the triple.
They can get a stop in another bucket. You can get this to 4 or 5 points. You're going to like your chances a lot more than being down 7+. That's at least 3 possessions. Hard to overcome, especially with the level of talent on the floor.
Jason Simmons just a man down there in the post. Dan Wagner missed the triple. Jason Simmons again. So tough and physical down there.
Doogie James getting the steal, much needed after giving up about 3 offensive rebounds. Needs it short off the glass.
The pressure from Sean, he's following him everywhere. Doogie not giving up though. Putting the pressure back on Dan Wagner. Over to Keelan Williams, and Doogie James created that turnover. Brandon McLaughlin with the finish, the assist from Simmons.
Now they need 13 points. They were down 10. They're only down 5 now. It's a great 5-0 run.
Justin Perry over to Keelan Williams.
And
now White getting sloppy with the ball.
This is why the Elam ending matters. If it's a 3-minute running clock and you're down 10, you have no shot to win in most games. But this,
Troy Scout in and out with Dre Carter.
It's a 3-point game now.
Drizzy Dre.
Game. That's a 7-0 run for them. That's why the Elam ending's great, folks.
Sean Jones says, let's slow it down. Let's get some composure. Gets it down in the post to Javen Simmons. That's good basketball.
Bucket.
That's good basketball.
Bucket.
Yeah.
26-21. Blues not out of it, though. Target score is 32. They're down 5.
They just want to keep playing. Troy scouting. Yep. Oh, and he misses the
Every
easy
bucket
one.
matters, too.
And Javen Simmons
does not do it. There's refs, that's a tech, but we'll let it fly here. 28-21. 3 points White needs for the win. Javen Simmons just came alive in this game. His physicality has been really impressive.
Absolutely. And his game is going to evolve. It's going to grow. He's going to become a better perimeter shooter, but that physicality, that's always going to be there.
Shot.
J.J. Simmons.
No threes, Blue, no threes.
Sean Jones on the drive, misses the layup. Blue is out and running.
That's a 3-point shot.
J.J. Simmons
rebound.
comes up short. Keelan Williams, Justin Perry out to Javen Simmons. And he tries to throw the oop to Jones.
Target score 31, 28-24. Bad turnover there. You have to value possessions in these games. I mean, this
Absolutely.
You can't have any sloppy turnovers or you really put your team at a disadvantage.
And they just made the great comeback.
They did. They need a stop. They need a tough stop. 28-24. Again, target score is 31. White leading.
It's a battle in the post
That's
down
for the
there.
win if it goes in.
Dre Carter. We've been impressed with Dre today. And the step back 3.
Big shot. No threes, Blue. No threes. 31.
Dre Carter. Impressive.
32. Sorry, 32. 32.
Sean Jones and Doogie dancing on the perimeter. Jones comes up short on the 3.
This is anybody's game. Target score is actually 32.
Yeah, 32.
Blue can take the lead here.
J.J. Simmons misses the triple. Keelan Williams with the rebound.
28-27. Blue trailing. White needs 4 points.
These two guys been going at 94 feet the whole game.
Yes, they have.
That's a good put.
Call it. Blue ball. Hey, blue ball. You guys got to communicate. Target score 32, 28-27. White leads. They were down 10 when this Elam ending started. They're on a 13-4 run.
Brandon McLaughlin has been tough in the paint. Dre Carter's been really impressive this game. J.J. Simmons, he's been impressive as well. Dan Wagner on the push. Justin Perry.
There it is.
He misses, and Keelan Williams.
They're 1 bucket away.
Keelan Williams just plays smart basketball.
Good block from Justin Perry.
Good defense, good hands.
30-27. Target score is 32. Blue trailing by 3. There's Dre Carter. He's been making threes all game.
Why not?
Offensive rebound.
Brandon McLaughlin. Doogie James.
And we call a foul here off the ball before the shot. 30-27. Blue trails. Target score is 32. For the tie. All right.
J.J. Simmons.
Next bucket wins. Tied at 30. Target score is 32. This is why the Elam ending is great.
Sean Jones.
Let's everybody know. 32-30.
Sean Jones, the step back from 15 feet. The
Team
great
4
handle.
are your champs here at the 270 Hoops 2022
Team
Challenge.
4.
Hey, when the game's on
Team
the line,
1.
you go to your best player.
Team 1,
That's
Sean
what we saw
Jones,
there.
yes. Again, this is the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. It's an amazing evening. Again, I just want to run down the list of names that we had in this event tonight. Again, you just saw the magnificent Sean Jones with the game winner there in the championship game. Dan Wagner, who was outstanding tonight. Keelan Williams, Justin Perry, who had some big moments. Javen Simmons, who was a beast down in the post. Julian Heckman played well. Jerry Saunders made some big-time shots, and he's very big-time shots, and he's, again, very versatile in the backcourt. Cooper Davis, a great shooter. Josh Whiteside was very physical today. A.J. Clayton, the OU commit, he was definitely one to watch, and we should definitely keep our eye on him as well. Doogie James is just a bulldog, outstanding point guard. J.J. Simmons hit some big shots. Drake Carter, very intriguing player there at Westerville South. 6'7", long arms. He was impressive. Troy Scouten, I thought, was just absolutely fantastic today, and a tremendous story that he's overcome. Brandon McLaughlin was very good today. A.J. Shelton was outstanding on defense. Rob Dorsey as well. Jared Frey, again, just a tremendous jump shooter. And he showed the versatility of his all-around game today, which I think is going to bode well for him moving forward. C.C. Ezrum, just an outstanding physical specimen, and again, still evolving as a basketball player, but he's going to be tremendous as well. And Amani Lyles, again, what Zach said, could be the best player in the City League coming up this year. But Amani Lyles, tremendous upside, big man with the soft touch outside, just tremendous what all these players did today. So, again, thank you to Chatterbox. Thank you to Elevate Basketball Academy here in Dublin for being a tremendous host. Thank you to my guy, Zach Fleer. He's going to get with you in a minute and give you some of these players to introduce themselves to you. Again, the 270 Hoops 2022 Challenge. And I was your host for today, man. Derek Owens Jr., Central Ohio High School Showcase, man. Just happy to be family with 270 Hoops, man, and be allowed to cover this event. It was a lot of fun. It was an amazing event. I hope all the college coaches who tuned in enjoyed, and come on down here and hand out some of those scholarships to these incredible players. We'll talk to you soon, man. All right, we're signing off. Have a good one.